What's up, everybody? Back with another video. To my 3-minute mark. Good rap sample. Mike Jones. The fakest Mike ever. Fake Mike, real news. Eric Thompson was good. AV. Can't wait to get back down to South Texas. Shout out to all my peoples in Florida. Got a hurricane where you never know what's gonna happen. And the topic of the day today, Mike Jones, is just being a voice. I'm just one little voice in the matrix, in the universe, and the matrix. And it figures someone has to call. Well, the phone, of course, is always dead. But it'll be charged up here soon, and I'll be able to switch, even though it says 3%. But let me know if we're still by. Give me a thumbs up, a hula holla, because I did lose the connection for a second. Somebody give me a holla, give me a thumbs up that y'all can still hear me. chat off. I don't know. And I don't want to keep going if the... Oh, man, I hate when that shit happens. Okay, you can hear me? Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Magmittens. Will. All right, so we're good. What's good, Andy Sins? Down in Australia. All right. So, yeah, the topic of today is just being a voice, you know. You know, I try, I can't help myself, but I try not to, I don't know what I'm saying, honestly. The ancestors calling me, you know, amongst all the busyness in everyday life is to, you know, keep keep it relevant. You know, what happened over there. You know, the ancestors. Especially when I made videos years ago that got like 1-2 views about the natives there battling the United States government over land and over the island. Period. You know, because they got some in Hawaii. They have politicians that are paid millions of dollars to, you know, Hawaiian politicians, you know, Hawaiian to keep the people, you know, money goes a long way, you know, but I think we're coming to a point where money, you know, only can go so far before it's, you know, turns into, you know what, morals come first, you know, so they might have picked a bad spot, you know, when it comes to the ancestor energy, you know, because they speak through those that are awakened, you know what I'm saying? So it you know, this morning I was like, all right, let me check out. Oh shit, he just shot a fucking cup of coffee at that car. Jesus. The shit I see in a day in this city just blows my mind. I can have a whole channel dedicated to the shit I see in this city. Because I've never seen anything like this in this area in my life. But anyways, you know, the ancestor energy, it speaks through all of us. So this morning I woke up, I was like, all right, let me, you know, boom, you know, I'm checking out videos and it's triggering me, you know, pissing me off to levels that I ain't been in a while. You know, just rage and like, you know, just rage. It's crazy because I already know. You know, the news isn't showing this, and the mainstream people talking about it ain't showing it. Man, this isn't white people in this area. These are natives, man. These are natives. All right? And how big is the Hawaiian population in the United States, period? Not big. It's not big. In this land over here. You know? It's not big. So they could easily sweep that shit up under the fucking rug. You know, I know from watching the videos. I shared one, but I watched like 4 videos. Tears to eyes, rage to my heart. You know, we know the shit. It's nothing natural about the shit. All right. Plus, when you see that, you know, I'm gonna post a link of under my YouTube channel of the governor Josh Green. You know, I mean, these people are sick, man. They even have the names that correspond with what they're trying to do. Like Green, Go Green, Green New Deal, Green Initiatives. I mean, these people, man, these people are disgusting, man. These people are disgusting, you know? It's disgusting. It's good, G-Code. These people are sick, man. You know, Josh Green, he signs a new declaration in case of a natural disaster, an emergency, to where they could suspend all the shit that they suspend in emergencies, right? Including the historical permit, whatever. Like these lands have historical, like they have to go through a lot of different things for the land because it's historic, it's sacred. Guess what? It suspends all that. So you could steamroll and build. And then the other video was someone from the area, who knows, who says he saw all the sharks in there drooling over, developers, land developers, drooling over this area. It's sick, guys. This shit is sickening. It is sick. And then people wonder why I say I can't stand fucking certain kind of people. Is because they think in this way. What's good, Ross K? What's good, Zach? Shout out to Zach. Bend over. So I mean, I saw that, I'm just like, okay, they need voices, they need more people to talk about, from every one of us perspective of, things we know, things we see, whatever the case may be, It's good, Rick James. And it really pisses me off. Like, because that's going to be us one day. Like, this is the thing. Like, people think that nothing is going to happen to us. People think that, COVID-23 isn't coming back. Like, these people are going to do what they're going to do. The thing is, what are we going to do? We don't got a good track record in doing much. All right. We don't got a good track record. And the people that do real shit, they're not on the fucking internet. They get on the internet to try to reach out, then they get censored. Just like in Lahaina, there's real people over there, but they don't got they don't have no platform. There's real people that have been fighting over there, but they don't have platforms. That's how they design this shit, because they know we're starting to, see what's up deeper, So, yeah, just watching that video of the driving through the fire reminds me of the California fires. Like, I couldn't even imagine going through no shit like that. Like, I couldn't even imagine it, especially the fires like that. You're not going, and like, how many people, whoever shot that video went the right way. Some of these videos, you could see people, if they got the video, they made it out. All right. But what about the people that were going the other way? It was a lot of people, and those people are speaking a native language. So that area was heavily populated with those people, and they eliminated a lot of those people. That's why they want to use missing. That's why they use fires. Missing is just like lost at sea. You'll never know. Fire, burn to ash. You'll never know. You think really they're going to find teeth? No, they're not going to look for teeth. They're going to go, it's going to go with the rubble and everything else, because FEMA and its private contractors who are contracted are going to clean the mess up. And the developers who are in bed with these people, because I don't really think, honestly, a moral human being that was a real estate person is going to be like, all right, we're going to go. No, these people already have this shit lined the fuck up. They have it lined up. They have it fucking lined up. But like I always said, I've said it for years, these people will do their agendas. Doesn't mean they're going to go over. Remember, they got tunnel vision. They're giddy happy. They think they're going to roll through everything. They got us in the bag. And the thing about the Lahaina thing is, it gets a lot of attention. A lot of it's everywhere. You know, if you want to look, a sheep flock brain dead idiot could look into it and say, yeah, there's something wrong with it. And that's what's happening. The regular people are like, yeah, it doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem like it was a natural fire. It's good for us, you know. It's good for those who know. And that's the thing, like, you know, I mean, people need to look at this like, yo, this shit is going to be a part of us some way, shape, or form. They're using all these elements. You see, this is fire. They use water, the floods, the rain bombs, all right? They use air, the wind. They use all the elements, and then use land, you know? They use all these elements, water, snow. They use all these different elements, man. Fire, ice. They use all this shit. You know, they're trying to destroy us and get their orders with elements. These people are into shit that we don't even understand, you know? Who knows what the fuck that was, because there wasn't a cloud in the fucking sky. Like, there's not a cloud in the sky. So it can't be no fucking natural storm. There's not a cloud in the sky. There's not a fucking tornado in the sky. There's not a fucking hurricane. They said there was a hurricane, but you look at all the footage, it's fucking ass blue skies. You know? Then you'll see random big ass thick trees with fire in them. You know, like, what is this shit? You know, makes you wonder, like, metals, you know, like I said, you know, the lithium ion, you know, it could be, you know, direct energy, all kinds of shit they could be using. Who the fuck knows what's going on? You know? We don't know. You know? What's good, Christopher? Latch. Mike Jones, King Charles, Angel Z. What's good? You know, everybody. I'm going to go up in 7-Eleven and see if they got a, what you call it? Give me 1 second. So this shit really, like, fucking pisses me off, man. And like I said, it pisses me off more that people can't see this shit, you know? People can't see what's happening. People don't want to see it. Don't want to know, you know? Like, they're not even scratching the surface. Like, yesterday, I'm in the fucking store, you know? Like, right now. Like, this guy's got a mask around his chin, right? Got a mask around his chin. The lady, a cashier in there, had the mask on her face, you know? Yesterday, I'm in Wegmans. I seen masks everywhere, and I seen it. I made a video. I'll upload it later. Fucking, I'd want to say, oh, I can't wait till my shirts are done, because it'll say it all. And yesterday, I had my shirt, old shirt, like my son made, like, when it first fucking started. It said, the front says, that mask is useless as our governor. And on the back, it says, wake the fuck up. And it said, fuck COVID-19 on it. You know? In the back. My son made it. And I wore it yesterday. I had a lot of people say, I like your shirt, you know? Roll down their windows. Hey! I'm like, what the fuck? I forget sometimes I have these shirts on. And then it said, hey, I like your shirt. Today I just got this one on. Way we message off to the fly, you know, just my channel. You know, people asking about that, like, what is that? You know, but I need the blatant ones, because yesterday I'm in the fucking Wegmans and there's a mother and 2 kids, 3 kids, not 2, 3, all had masks on. And then I'm in one of the aisle. Oh no, I go take a piss in the fucking bathroom. Guy rolls up in there, mask, fuck up, KN95. Good little slave. I like, as soon as I see a KN95, I know it's a good little slave motherfucker. Like, these people, I already knew they got a liberal mindset, because guess what? I seen the slave, had long hair and a ponytail, and the shit was blue, green, yellow in his hair. He's an older guy. I'm like, oh, I already know what They created this faction of human being. They created these motherfuckers. Why do I know when they're around what they're into? 90% of the time I can guess what car they go to. All right. I know all about them. They're going to be right in the same fucking aisles as me, the vegan fucking aisles and the natural food selection. All right. They're going to probably have a BLM sticker on the car, some kind of other women's rights shit on the car, some rainbows on the car, a peace symbol on the car. It don't mean they're bad people. It's just they created these people. They created this non-resistance people that will fight for their witchcraft them into thinking they're fighting for a movement for themselves, but actually it's for them, the benefit of them. You know, liberal energy. I can't upload a video of it. Malcolm X talked about this liberal energy. I uploaded YouTube. I got a strike and fucking 2-week ban for a Malcolm X video talking about liberals, how they have this liberal energy. And exactly what I'm talking about is exactly what he was talking about. And the government could use them to sway all their fucking shit, push it all through them. The justice warriors, they're injustice warriors. You know, I'll upload it on my Rumble channel so you guys can check it out. And then shout out to Fake Mike. You know, he's got the website coming through. I'll have that bitch right up on there. You know, what's good, Tony, Barbara? Shout out to all you guys, Tony, Barbara, Ross K, Daniel, Amico, Geneva. You know? So yeah, give me like 2 seconds. I know you guys have great chats. You know? Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. But shout out to all you guys. But yeah. So again, shout out to everybody, and you know, it's a lot going on, and we need to see the obvious, you know, because the people of Maui are going to be us. They've already been us, and I mean, what am I talking about? They already been us, you know. They're just continuing their reign of terror across the world because they already been us. You know, they already been us because they had California fires. We had, uh, you know, the other just had Buffalo snowstorm. You know, I mean, that was a form of. I mean, that shit was a form of, you know, a disaster. Um, that was a form of a disaster, but it just wasn't fire; it was snow. You know, just as it was. I would say it's equally. It was equally worse. I mean, it was equally in. Not equally. As far as life, your life and human body is concerned, equal damage. Whether you freeze to death or burn to death, I think they're both fucking torturous. You know, I don't know which one you could survive easier. Fucking because of that shit in Buffalo, there's no chance. You know, if you got caught in that shit at the right time, you there's no chance. You know, I mean, yeah, I'm talking about in your car, you done. You know. And that same thing, like driving through the fires. I mean, God, can't even imagine. That's why it brought me to some serious anger because, you know, I remember Buffalo. You know, and going to a disaster, you have a different, you know, understanding. You know how desperate situations could get, how people's reactions, good and bad. You know, the actions of the government that just disappear when all this shit happens, and then still disappears. You know, our government's so good, our government's so great, yay, 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 hula, hula, holla. Why don't we see footage of the United States government over there doing everything it possibly can? Because they don't do that. It's not their job. They can't even psyop the shit. They don't want your psych. They don't want your motherfucking mind to even fathom help from them. You know, because I'd be like, let's see if the fucking government is doing a fucking Jerry Lewis marathon 24 hours a day for the people of Maui. No, instead you see them fucking talking about Ukraine again. You know, I've seen more fucking donations for Ukraine pop up than goddamn anything to do with Maui. Like, what in the fuck? They're trying to, people are, all in debt, you know, giving mode because of Maui. Here, let's throw some fucking Ukraine up in the mix and get some more money. Sick, nasty fucking people, man. These people just wiped out a whole area of native people because you go watch the videos that you're not going to find. You know, you might find some on YouTube, but for the most part, you're not going to find them on YouTube. And look, and you tell me, those aren't white folks, guys. They show all these American names on the fucking news, but no, they don't show the actual natives. I know by the structures, the houses, how they have their yards, how it looks that those were natives. You know, you could see the area It was older, you know. It wasn't those big, beautiful houses they showing you on the fucking news. Wasn't all that. It was a whole nother fucking area they after. You know, they know they could rebuild that shit. They probably got them people to fuck out. Those probably the ones that made it out. But that other little small pocket where they got no warning, no nothing. People don't understand, man. They want these people to die. Because if they still around, it makes it hard because they can push a message out like, yo, look what they're doing. You eliminate them, hell, they don't care. You know? It's crazy, man. You know? And that's why we just, got to keep awareness. I mean, what do we do, honestly? Like, what the fuck do we do? The New World Order is rolling forward. You know, the NWO is rolling forward. The fucking climate change agenda is rolling forward. And they roll out. You see all the fucking... see all the diapers, guys. You know? You see all the people masking up again. You know? And now we got this hurricane in Tampa. It could be hype, getting people in fear, or that shit could cause a whole lot of damage. You know? It could cause a whole lot of damage. And we know what they're doing. They're bringing that energy from the Gulf, whipping it up. It's easy to whip up some shit in the Gulf, man. They do this, they do all fucking year long, but they steer up the midsection of the country and bring it through. You know, when you travel to South Texas, and please, people, Austin is not South Texas. Austin is like fucking 4 to 5 to 6 hours away from South Texas, depending on which way you go. South Texas is right on the border where millions of people live. All right, it's beautiful down there. You know, it's actually one of the most safest fucking cities in America. That's South Texas. But there's a 60, 70 mile area, right, that you got to travel till you get to like Corpus Christi, or 100 miles, whatever it is. But in between there's nothing but fields of crops, soy and corn. You could literally, it always raining in its sections, and you look and you could see, you're like, there's no fucking irrigation system. Like, how do they water 40 miles of fucking field? There's nothing out here, but the crops are green as fuck. Well, they make it rain in that area. They literally, you can see certain pockets of sections, and they make it rain. I mean, they literally are doing it right here in America, right down there, making it rain in these areas to water these crops. And these are billion-dollar corporation crops. Soy and corn. You know? I'm sorry, Mike. We can't reach out to them motherfuckers. No. You know? Then we got to convert them liberals. You know? Because they get, when their agenda's around, you can forget about it. See, one thing about these liberals is they get activated. You know, every time, all you got to do is, I travel a lot, and I'm always in these areas. You know, because of the way I eat. So I'm always in these areas. You know, the areas are actually nice. But these people, when agenda's rolling, they turn. The energy shifts and turn. They get really angry. You know, it's really weird and really crazy. You know, they really get angry. Let some old police shit come up. George Floyd, they was angry, mad as a bitch. These motherfuckers are forcing masks more than anybody. And you see they wore the mask still wearing the mask. Some of them just took it off, only to put it back on. You know? They love the mask because they're hiding behind a weak human being, a weak soul, a soul that this mask gives them the ability to hide their face because they don't like their face. They don't like it. That's why a lot of them turn to self-mutilization. There's a fine line between art and self-mutilization because of hatred, because of past things that they grow up in. And the number one thing that comes out of their mouths is past traumas. Oh, we all have childhood traumas. Well, that's because that's what they got. They ain't in within themselves, right? They're caught in the middle of waking up and being plugged in the matrix. That's why they love the rainbow, all right? They have all these different angles of light bending in their mind. They don't know which way to go, so they get into a million piercings in their body, a 1,000 tattoos, you know? Which ain't nothing wrong with that, but this is self-mutilization because they hate who they are. You know? Give me a second. Sorry about that. But they can't stand who they are. And I'm not talking about liberals because I'm talking about the energy liberal, you know? They hate themselves. You know? That's why they go crazy. They have breakdowns, you know? They don't like men, you know? They're not in balance. You know, that's why they have a gender identity crisis, you know? It's clear. It's what's happening. You know? They hate themselves. They don't know if they're a man, a woman. You know, they're confused. They're in the middle. It's not being gay. Being gay is different. This other shit is the crossover. They're stuck. You know? Because when you really talk to them, they have the same understanding as we do. But because of the self-hatred, they're not able to go within themselves. You know? They don't have that ability. That's why the mask is their outlet. You know, it's a good outlet for them because they can finally hide. And that's why most trolls are liberal minded. You know, they're like a liberal energy. You know, I don't know how to call the energy. I can see it, but I don't know what else to call it. You know, or what else to sum it up. But most likely a troll will be a liberal because they hide behind computers. You know, they like to hide behind things. You know, a liberal energy by themselves, they're nothing. With a group of people, they're something because they live in fear. You know, those are the ones that are entitled to everything but have nothing. You know, they're into entitlements. You know, they'll be down with the, you know, with a universal basic income. You know, they believe in science. Exactly. Corporate science. Trust the science. I believe in science. Like, okay, that makes sense. And we're an enemy to them. And another thing on top of all this narcissistic energy is they will want you dead, removed from society if you don't line up with their beliefs. This is why they're so dangerous. 1984 is a liberal fucking heaven. All right, they love 1984. We do too. But we understand 1984. They are the ones that are the hate. Those are them. You know, they'll march you straight to the fire. They don't care. You gotta die because you don't line up with their beliefs when they're in a group. You must die. I mean, we've recorded it live so many times. You know, I've been live streaming just standing out with some nurses. 9 Priuses rolled by. Middle fingers, instant rage. I literally seen a bitch lose it in the fucking car. Just pulled up to a light. She caught the light and lost her. These motherfuckers are psychotic. All right. And if there's anyone that needs a corporal punishment slap, it's them. You slap them back into existence. All right. Open-handed slap right across the fucking face, but from the forehead down, so you can kind of like draw blood from the nose or the lips or mouth or some shit. And they'll wake the fuck up quick, crying, "Oh my God, you care about me. You care about me." Yeah. All right. I do. That's why I just slap the fuck out of you. Wake up. You're doing stupid shit. You don't even make sense. They can't rationalize any thought outside the mainstream narratives that they've been fed. All right. That's how you know you're dealing with agents of the fucking state, man. They're into free housing. All right. It's another thing they're big on. Free housing and rent and shit. Didn't they just have some shooting where it was about free housing or some shit? You know, some weird shit like that. I'm like, God damn, they love their fucking agendas, man. You know? So, yeah. So I'm gonna go off on a liberal tangent, but you know, there's another group of people that are in the way. And this energy shifts it over to other factions, all right? Because the liberals are also narcissistic where they want you to die. You can't exist with them, you must die. It's not you exist over here, you have to be removed from society. And look at this guy on a bike with a fucking mask. And gloves. Holy fuck. So, no offense to liberals, you know. Hey, I'll rock out with you, you know, but I'll give it to you how it is. You know, I'll give it to you how it is. So, I'll give it to you how it is. So, yeah, back to Lahaina and the devastation that is gone. Now, like I said, there also is this document, all right, that is out, right? There's this document that is out. See, this is the type of shit they do in Rochester, New York. Look at that. Broke into this building. That's the type of shit that happens in Rochester. Break into everything. My fucking thing got hot and fell off. My sticky thing. Yeah, it is wild as fuck. It's wild as a motherfucker out here. But you know, the other thing is what Josh Green, that document that he signed July 15th. All right, and it's to run till September 20. No, wait, September. I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone that I got it on, but I'm not gonna switch to this phone because it's not charging fast enough. But you see the thumbnail? It's right on the thumbnail of this video. Now, I don't think we've discovered a coincidence yet when it comes to these psychopaths. So this shit was well planned. All right. Can we ever prove it? We legally, no, we can't. We could never prove this. All right. Legally, we can never prove it because the court of law, it's not clear and convincing evidence. But awareness will overrule anything that an opposition can do. If people see and understand this, they know. We know what happened. All right. And to bring awareness into more and more people, you can get a lot of people together and say the probability of this happening is 0. You get firefighters, real weather people, because there are real firefighters speaking out about this. All right. You can get people from, all over the place, come together at the table, you know, follow the money, follow who's putting in the bids for these lands. Why did Josh Green do that on this date? Why did it incorporate this specific historical thing? It should have been left the fuck out. Sacred land is sacred land. You got no rights to that shit, no matter who the fuck's on it. Right there is a motive for malice, coercion, and all kind of shit. All right? It just is. It just is. It really is. It's clear. Why would you have that in there? Why? It doesn't even make any sense. Why would you have that? Should be off limits automatically. Have all that shit on there and say, accept sacred and historical lands. Boom. Boom. Right there. I mean, it is what it is. And then they can steamroll development fast. Before they even get into court, you already got structures being built. Because they know how to stall the court system for a very long time. Very long time. What about the missing? We'll never know. These motherfuckers are liars. Just about Houston, Katrina. People are sick, man. These some sick fucking people, guys. And they're going to continue to do it. In Tampa, hopefully, shout out everybody in Florida is safe, not just Tampa, all that whole fucking area. And something that's alarming to me, all right, is the battle of Disney in Florida. And the talk about wanting to build, more parks or whatever. And there's all these other parks that are popping up that are putting a dent in Disney's pocket down there in Florida. They're putting a dent in Disney's pocket. So, hey, I ain't saying nothing, but don't be surprised if you see a lot of devastation to Disney itself and other places. Other areas around there. I'm just saying. Then you really know how sick and twisted even more of these people are. Because these places never get touched miraculously. I get it. They're in the center. They strategically built that places in the center of the coast, up north, in central Florida, because of those very reasons. The hurricane is less likely to be powerful after making landfall in those areas. Plus, it's no coastlines. So I'm just saying, these people aren't playing with this weather. And It just makes me angry, man. You know? People gotta see, you know? People gotta see, like, yo. So, you know, watch some of them videos and look at the people. You know? It's clear who they are. Natives. You know? They feel they can take their land because, I mean, how powerful are these natives? You know? Easy. It's easy. This is strong army. You kill a bunch of them with the weather. You wipe out their properties and land. They can't come back there. They don't have the money to rebuild. How long have they been there? You know? They've probably been there. I mean, if they're there, they've been there. You know? They don't just, they can't come from where they've been. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand this. Where the fuck did they come from? They didn't come to Hawaii. They've been in Hawaii. So if you destroy those people, they're done. You got no resistance from them. Plus, how powerful are they? They're not powerful because there's only a handful. Or I mean, a handful, it could be a few thousand. You know, you could be a few thousand of these people. That's it. You wipe most of them out. How are they gonna rebuild? You know? Man was scootering on the highway. How are they gonna rebuild? They don't have the power to fight these corporations. Voices, but how many people gonna listen to them? How big is Hawaii? Those are little islands. Go look at this area. Who's gonna come stand with them? Do you think the Americans over in Hawaii are gonna do anything? There'll be a few help, but the majority of Americans in Hawaii ain't gonna do jack diddly squiddly shit. Nothing. They ain't gonna do shit. You know? There goes my fucking holder thing. They ain't gonna do nothing. Sorry, guys. I'm just fucking all up here. Shit. Back to the comments. All right, guys. Let me know if we're live because I just had a discombobulation. Give me a thumbs up. I hope you have. Let me know we're still live. Give me a hoot and holler. All right, we're still here. Okay. We're still here. Thank you. Military ain't aware. The private military contractors know what's gonna come down. They've trained it already. You know? Military ain't gonna be nowhere near the United States. They're gonna keep the military far away. You can't have one thing when shit go down in America, you won't have the military nowhere to be seen. You know? We already know that. You can't have your own people. Well, Americans will fuck America up. I think we're the only country that, you know, as a whole, we'll just destroy each other. A lot of other nations ain't that savage. You know, they have compassion for each other. You know. So, but yeah, you guys check out that thing the governor did July 15th. And then, you know, share the information and, you know, show your friends. And I know most of them don't care about it, but do it on the internet. You know, keep the Maui shit relevant because it seemed to be getting a lot of play. You know, the videos, I mean, I don't know. It's an algorithm that they didn't censor really yet. But I assume that they will be censoring it. I think they did want us to know something, but I think it's gotten out of control. And then realize that, you know, and it's good to see a lot of people that, you know, are getting it, you know. And shout out to Zach with the one guy's channel, Hawaii Real Estate. You know, seems to be, when I hear him talking about things, he seems to be knowing what's up in the world. Because he said one thing that I really enjoyed, you know, I really enjoyed it. You know, it made the highlight of my morning when he said, yeah, you know, I want you guys to get this information out, you know, so I'm going to say it early in the video because I know Americans' attention span is very short. I love that because he's absolutely right. All right. That's why I love long videos and live streams, because they're not short. Because when you're really awake, you're not TikTok awake. You're not Instagram awake. You're not these quick snippets awake where, oh, look at this. And that's the new awakening culture. Where they're like 3 minutes, you know, tops. It's too long for them, you know. Well, look, check out the thumbnail, and I'll send it. You know, in fact, I'm gonna text it to you real quick. Check it out. So yeah, if you check, I just texted to you. What's good, Ocho from the Ocho? Sherry. Oh, that's even worse. So it's September 23rd to 24. Wait, what's September 2023? Oh, man. But anyways, yeah. So that's the shit that he put in place. But specifically, what it alluded to is suspending the permits about building in historical, you know, lands. Which, why would that even be? Why would you do that? You know, you did all that, made it look good, and this is what they do. They slip little fucking things in. And, you know, like they did with Mr. 19, they do all these little things and have people, and the shit be pages and pages long. And, you know, they know Americans ain't got attention span, and Americans can't read, you know. So, you know, the masses don't give a fuck. We have 350 million people, they say, in the United States. Only about, shit, 100,000 would even care to even go through it all. I think it's less than that, probably 10,000. So, yeah. But, Yeah, it's crazy, man. It really is crazy. But this is going to be somewhere next, you know. They have another shooting. They had to hit us with a shooting. I mean, just nonstop. Oh, July 17th. Yeah. I think it said 15 and signed the 17th or some shit. So, well before the fire. Looks like a setup to me. You know? Like I said, man, whatever they got going on in Canada, look at this shit. What in the fuck? Jesus Christ. But looks to me like the United States is a huge procrastinator and they're behind in a lot of agendas, so they need to ramp that shit up. One of them is the climate change agenda. The other one is the gun count, the disarmament act. All right, way overdue on that shit. But shout out to all the brothers and sisters who we don't see that keeping this bitch afloat still. That this government is highly afraid of. You know, and these people are very intelligent. And like I said, that's why I like Texas, is because this is where most of them are at. All right. And, you know, in order, you know, they got to go through a full out actual war, you know, with these people. Or they might do it at some point. You better bet your bet your bottom dollar that the government, CIA, FBI, whatever, has a plan with its own secret militia to do a huge psychological operation saying this is what militias do. This militia, whether it is a proud boy, I don't think it's a proud, some shit we already know. And they're going to do some type of mock 9/11 style type terror attack, domestic terror attack in this country, to where we're going to go through a whole, you're not going to want to even understand the measures they're going to put in place for that shit. You thought they were scared of the fucking Mr. 19 boogeyman. They've been prepping us and subconsciously programming us through all their movies, through all their little news psychological operations of these white supremacist terrorists. All right? They'll rather have whites and blacks fighting against each other than, you know, anything. If they could do it on a large scale like that, hey, they're going to do it. You know? Movement, surveillance, it's going to all be tracked. It's going to all be tracked, monitored, everything, you know? They got that plan. Better believe it. You know? Because they know there's real people out there that do real things, that are waiting for them to do the wrong real move. You know, they ain't falling for nothing. They would never fall for January 6th. You know, they tried. The government tried. You know, they tried. Sorry, guys. Fucking phone fell off again. They tried during January 6th to draw them out. You know, they didn't get, not one of them would even blink an eye at some shit like that, because they know. You know, they know. They know and understand they would never do that. You know, for one, they know the territory. Remember, these real militias, you're not going to see them on the internet. They understand the U.S. Constitution. They understand the laws and treaties of this land. They understand the difference between a citizen and a national. All right? They know the difference between all this shit. They know how the government was set up. Some of these people in the militias, families are been here before. Okay, the government even existed over in this bitch, right? The government's formed, and I'm talking about the states. All right, their families might have migrated over here in 1700s, early. You know, therefore they got more power. They understand. They're like, if you have information that's traveled from back then to now, it's clear as day. You know exactly what these motherfuckers done did. You know, people talk about the Bundys on this and that and this and that. I swear, Amon Bundy put the best video out that I ever seen that explained how this country and how they stole the land. I mean, he really went in really very detailed and very well because his family was here up in that area where he's at, and they've been trying to take his land for the longest, because there's minerals over there. But people can call him what they want to, but he dropped a major jewel, a major jewel on a major jewel on you know for everybody to pick up. I shared it on my channel. I just shared it because he explained on what they've done and how they did it. So these militia groups, all right, this is what they know. All right, this is why the government, tries to draw them out, tries to get them jammed up. That's the only way they can get them. These people have compounds. These people have huge acres of land. Shout out to Fake Mike. One of them is the King Ranch. All right. You guys know Ford or whatever, you guys in the cars, if you ever heard of King Ranch. Shout out to Fake Mike teaching me about King Ranch. And when I actually went deep on King Ranch, a lot of them, it's tied in, even their symbol is the symbol of the snake, it's that snake symbol. So there's a lot of these, and they're powerful people, very powerful people. So man, let's see. Why are you talking about Shill Bundy? And why not dropping facts on my 127 top document? Well, because I didn't read the whole document, and the numbers don't jump out at me like they do, other people. And that's another thing is I wanted to, what you call it? Yeah, of course. I never said they're on our side, but if you were to watch the video that he put out on how they try to take land, everything that he said in that video was 100 and 2,000% true. It was a really great piece of information. So I mean, it was a really good piece of information. So and that happens all over. That's been happening to natives all over. My family's from South Carolina. I mean, when I trace it back, I even found my natives. All right, let me know if I'm still here. Hold on. All right, let me know if I'm still here, guys. If you can still hear me. I just got a phone call. Hold on. All right, I'm good. Okay. All right, I'm good. So yeah, they put out a great piece of information. But when I traced my roots back to the 1700s, I even found out where my dad's European name came from, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is pretty mind blowing, And what happened was these Germans, with the last name, Correll came over and they were given, I think, 70,000 acres and where motherfucker keeps calling me. Shit. Let's see if I can put do not disturb on. All right. Let me know if I'm good again. I just put do not disturb on. If I'm not answering the phone, I ain't answering the phone. All right, let me know if I'm good again, guys. All right, I'm good. Because I can't see the little... Okay, there, I can see it. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, guys. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, I traced my family back to, to like my where the Europeans first came in the land, and I found the land, how they acquired it, the right land records, all that shit, man. They were given that land like it was a free for all. It was a free for all, and that's how they did it back then. After they took it over, they come over, they friend them, then they offer to help, and then next thing you know, they get into these contracts, and then next thing you know, they take it, by force. So, yeah. But they're not the same shit. Just like you look up to the north of Canada, whatever's going on there, we're not gonna know about it. That's shit. That's communist Canada. We're not gonna know about Canada. And they're burning the shit out of Canada. So what are they burning up? There's a lot of it's. How many natives tribes are up in Canada? When you could just look up court cases with the natives on all this mining going on up there. How many cases are in court? Man, they just said, fuck it, we're going to burn them out. You'll be in court for years. We're going to burn them out. Say it's a forest fire, whatever kind of technology or whatever the fuck they're using. That the main thing is they're doing this shit. They're doing it. Who's doing it? Well, the same motherfuckers that come on TV and gloat about all this shit. It's all tied into these motherfuckers. Look who owns all the corporations that's doing all this shit. And these are the same people in politics, the same people that's you see their faces on the fucking screen, the same ones who owns this and owns that and owns this, and same people that have been building, for years. It's fucking sickening, man. So, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Did in Australia too. A lot of natives are in Australia. It's crazy, man. It truly is crazy. You know how they can burn on this side, and there's these specifically lithium ion mines north of where I'm at. All right, that blankets this whole fucking East Coast somehow. You know the size of the fucking fire. You know how big that fire has to be to produce that much fucking smoke. I mean, seriously. I mean, seriously. The size of that fire to do that much smoke, and then on the West Coast, up in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, to do all that. I mean, you look up north, the same fucking mines, same few companies, you know. I mean, it really is mind blowing. It really is, and they're really burning the shit up. You know, they get multiple agendas done. Hey, climate change. We could use the fires, the smoke, forest fire, climate change. Meanwhile, we just cleared out fucking 1,000, miles of fucking of trees and shit, so we can mass produce this shit. Because one thing that we have to know with the Belt and Road Initiative, all right, if anybody doesn't know about the BRI, all right, is the United States probably 90% is going to be cut off from the rest of the world. All right, so it's going to leave this one landmass to itself. All right, if whatever, I don't know if they don't get whatever they got to get done. All right, because it's clear that China and all these other countries are all together. All right, on the Belt and Road Initiative. All right, the Build Back Better was a huge failure for the United States. And the average sheep fuck doesn't know what the fuck Build Back Better means. You ask the average Trump supporter, they're like, oh yeah, the BBB, the Build Back Better. They think it's got something to do with the United States here. No. That's what they were selling the rest of the world, to sign on to the United States to, form this Build Back Better. That didn't work. They created PG2. That's fizzling. Nations are saying, look, man, we're not, in a nutshell, in my language, we're not fucking with y'all. Y'all have a track record of destroying and not rebuilding. Look at Haiti. They use Haiti as an example. And they say, look at the Middle East. And then they say, look at this area where you guys destroyed and China rebuilt it. And in case you guys don't know this, these other nations aren't talking about all electric. How the fuck you gonna be an oil-rich country and not use oil? No, they have the alternative of electric. Here in America, they say, no, you ain't even gonna have a fucking gas stove. Meanwhile, over there, they're building natural gas pipelines and pipelines. All right, a lot of people don't know this. The New World Order, and it's gonna all be, no, man, these countries are like, you go look at the fine print, they're still gonna offer gasoline, diesel to their people, to their economy. Why would they cut it off? That's stupid. We just use both. It's a win-win. And ain't nobody mad. There's not a lot of resistance. But look at over here. They saying, bitch, you ain't gonna have nothing that's gas or electric. You can't even have a motherfucking lighter, bitch. That's what they're saying. You ain't even gonna have a fucking lighter. You're not even gonna have a lighter. And I tell people about, the big BRI, they don't have a clue what it is. But what's that? Well, that's your fucking climate change. That's your New World Order. You look closely. That's what they're forming. Look closely. That's why there's a war in Ukraine. That there is no war. It's a strategic fucking point of commerce that they're sludging up in that area. Also, China said, fuck it. We're going to go this way. Oh, and then all of a sudden, there's an earthquake that ravages two nations that have just signed on to the Belt and Road Initiative. Oh, We're going to go help Turkey and Syria build back after the earthquake. We're going to help Turkey and send all the resources to Turkey. Meanwhile, Syria's saying, we don't want no help from y'all motherfuckers, and y'all lying. We don't fuck with y'all. Y'all already here destroying and stealing all our shit and fucking up everything. It's already being done, you know. Taiwan, the riffraff with Taiwan. Well, Taiwan is a mass producer and a huge working population. It's a huge asset to any nation that wants to build. You got millions of people in one area that work, all right, that can produce. That's in the oceans of commerce, all right. You know, these are oceans of commerce. So Taiwan is very important, you know. So this is why you see a lot of turmoil. You see things going with Japan. Japan is the United States, you know. Taiwan is United States, you know. So there's a lot going on that people don't pay attention to. And we know Hawaii and all those islands going that way, that's all what's right there, Japan. So of course that's United States territory, you know. So these are the things that, you know, you look at, well, it's a lot going on. So yeah, man, it's just pisses me off, man, that more people don't see, you know. And Zach, you still there? Because I want to ask you, you know, I know you're writing books and stuff, but something that would be very helpful, that I think would be very beneficial to a lot of people and actually be very popular, is a book, not a book idea, but a reference idea, a book of reference, or a code book. So I want to, Zach, if you're there, I want to run this across you real quick, because I think this is a good idea. So, what's good, Crack Amy? Shout out to Amy, Rick James, Mike Jones, Angel, Ocho. Let's see, Cody, Fake Mike, Zach, if you're still in here. Sherry. I think that's where I stopped. ATL News, ATL Transparent News. It's a new name. I can't see it, tell if Zach's here or not. But I'm wanting to ask him something real quick. And I'm not on the other phone that I could text him. Well, anyways, Amy or somebody can let me see if I got his number on my other phone. Oh, 51 asylum seekers have arrived in Rochester last night. So more workers arrived. Well, I can't, but this is one thing I was thinking. It would be a great idea. What I'm trying to ask Zach, but I'm on the phone that, all right, I got 23% on my other phone. So I'm about to switch to my other phone real quick. And I'm going to zip out of this one. Give me 1 second. All right, let me know if I came back because I just switched phones. All right, I just switched phones, and let me know if I'm still here. All right, because I got an idea that might be pretty good, and he'd be the one to do it, and that'll give. I think it'd be a good thing. So hopefully he joins in a second. But anyways, you know, shout out to all you guys, and also, you know, we got a lot to. The full moon also is Wednesday, so pay attention to the full moon. They're actually calling it a blue moon. They're actually calling it a blue moon. So pay attention to the full moon. Yeah, it'll be also the 30th. So 8/3/23. It will be situated directly opposite the sun's position on Earth-based longitude, manifesting at 21:36 Eastern Daylight Time. So it's called the blue moon. So I think it's going to be an important moon cycle for something psychopathic. But yeah. Well, got it. So yeah, I wanted to ask Zach something that I think would be beneficial to a lot of people, not just a community, but people in general, even the average. You know, oh shit, I'm on the wrong side of the street. My bad. I'm on the wrong side of the fucking street. Yeah, so what the hell my phone at? Oh, right here. Okay, yeah. All right, there's that. So yeah, I wanted to ask this. This is something I think might be beneficial to a lot of people. I know you're writing a book already, and a lot of people. So what I was thinking was, I was like, damn man, that would be beneficial to even a sheep flock. Anybody. This is just like uh, a general thing. I think that would be beneficial to a lot of people. I know you're writing books and stuff, but write a book of reference of numbers. Numbers that, because everybody knows. You'll see people say, "Oh, it's 33 in the news," or this, that they don't really know what the significance of all these numbers are. So I believe that if you put a reference book out there to numbers that have to do with news, music, movies, television, everything, history, everything, all the numbers that people look for, I believe that it would be received and more people would look at deeper into a lot of things and the work. Just like a reference book's like, hey, this number will always be significant with this. Like just a book be about straight numbers. Like, you know, like you just said, 127 or 83 or 44, and just like all the numbers. But not in a whole, like just like a dictionary. You could find, like this number means this, all these different things. And just down the list from, I think that would be a good book of straight numbers, you know, just straight numbers. And anyone could receive that. Like that's not even gematria. That's just straight numbers. These are the numbers to look for. This is, the things that they've used in history, and under all these numbers. I think that would be super received by a lot of, because people are like, you see people like that don't know nothing about gematria talking about, oh, they had the number 3, or they're using 3 in the news story, but they don't go no farther than that. Probably because they don't know. And if they had a book of reference, it'd be like a legal dictionary of gematria, like a law dictionary, like a dictionary, you know, just a straight dictionary of numbers on all the knowledge, and just straight numbers. Like, boom, this number corresponds with this, according to this, under this, that, and this. Because sometimes, I hear your the videos, and I'm like, and you might be talking about a news story, but you go way back into history, into occult science, and like math, and like all kinds of shit that I'm like, damn, I didn't even know that shit. That's somebody's phone right there. It sure is. Oh no, is it phone? Half of a phone, whatever it is, ran over now. Hold on, guys. Oh shit, it's trashed. You know whose that was? Nobody's now. But just straight, just the significance and the power behind it, and like the time I seen you did the video where you were like, it's on the mercury, and just all this other stuff, just a book of reference, like a dictionary, you know. So yeah, that's just something I was thinking, because people can receive that because it's just numbers, and it refers to, everybody knows and talks about it all the damn time, numbers all the time, but they don't have no foundation, like the foundation could be a dictionary, like boom. So when people see these things line up in news or sports, they're like, oh shit, let me go to the little thing. Oh shit, I see what they're doing. Oh shit. And that might be a huge, a huge, a huge boost in knowledge and information, like super fast, Yeah, that dictionary would be fucking huge, I know. But more broken down into like the basis on why that number probably is showing up. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the knowledge for the numbers like that. So y'all know better than I do. So that's just what I was thinking. Be like the dictionary of numbers and the significance in movies, entertainment, music, and news, and religion, whatever. That'd be pretty dope. People would pick that shit up real quick. They see entertainment, sports, news, just right on the cover. They're like, oh shit, the book of numbers. But yeah. So yeah, that's all. That's what I woke up. I was like, man, somebody was talking about numbers, and I'm like, man, they don't have a clue what the fuck kind of them numbers actually mean. Like they talking about these numbers, and they're always showing. I'm like, you need to go deeper and have a, you know. And when they go deeper, they'll realize that this shit all connects and it all intertwines, because a lot of stuff that we do, we put, the pieces come together, and the numbers, we're not seeing the numbers, but when we look at it, we're like, oh shit, the numbers was in the story that led us to where we were going anyway. They lead us right to the same place, but it gives more of a connection. Like, oh shit, and then the connections go even farther than that. I don't know. It's pretty fucking wild, man. You know. And then people always talk about. This is another thing is, oh shit, fucking camera. People always talk about. This is one thing. This is a book that I regret getting at a um at an estate sale. I got a lot of Masonic books. I got a lot of Masonic, but there was this couple books that I did not get, that I regret getting, even though the pages were torn. But it was just like, I don't need to know this. But it was a book about how this prominent family, I forgot what family it was, the family and the structure and the order, okay, it was based 100% on everything that they had to do, from the way they eat, sit, their silverware, their clothes, their hair, every single. This book was like book from the 1800s, but it was this prominent family in the society that it was. I forgot the name of the book, but I regret getting this book, and it literally told them how they're supposed to be every day, even by the time. On the side of the book, it had all the times and the dates. So everything in their life was already pre-planned. Like they had to live under these rules, under these coat of arms, like it was like a coat of arms that they had to live by. So when people say, oh, well, how could they do all these numbers and this? Well, these society has certain codes, all right, which of course they're going to implement numbers and times and stars and shit we don't even fucking understand. Oh shit, damn, what the fuck? That are gonna that gotta live by. Like the book was crap. I'm like, what? They can only eat this vegetable, this fruit at this time on this day with this silverware on the right side of the table, male, female, age group. I'm like, what in the fuck? Who the fuck want to live like this? But this is how. Then this was a book as a guide on what to do, what they had to do. So there's shit in these societies and these high prominent that we don't even understand on why they do what they got to do. Why they move the way they move, why they have to do things on certain dates. I mean, every single thing that they do is structured and calculated and ordered. It truly is. So, yeah. So, yeah, for people who say like, yo, how can this all be numbered and how could they do this like this? Well, this is what the fuck they do, Just like religions have an order. It's small, but it has an order. Any society, any secret society, any clubs have orders. Like you got to do certain shit, what I mean? So way up high, of course, everything they do is by an order, Are we still live? This shit says 0. Somebody let me know if we're still live. I mean, even us in our everyday life, we're doing shit in order. We got to do shit orderly. When the true natural state is actually ordered, but We're supposed to live out of order. So, I mean, the universe is in order. Nature is in order. So this is where these principles come from, and this is why they do what they do. All right, thanks, guys. You know? So, yeah, so these are for the people who say, like, oh, how can all this be, done? How can they do this? I mean, this is how they planned shit for 100 years. You think if they planned shit, they literally, like 9/11, they built buildings to be destroyed at a later date. Like, these fucking people, man. You know? And obviously, if you look at, even with the fires, Lahaina, it was already foretold. That means it was already planned. 9/11 was in all the movies, news, television, everywhere. It was all planned. It's hard to believe, it's hard to fathom, but if it's all planned, it's like people be like, oh, the Bible's prophecy is coming true right now. Shut your ass the fuck up with that stupid shit. You mean to tell me the people that are changing society right now, the ones that wrote the fucking Bible, are fulfilling some prophecies? Man, get the fuck out of here. If the Bible had all the shit that is in modern day right now, I'd believe it. But it don't. I'm sorry. It doesn't have anything. Just basic shit that they've done in society over and over and over and over and over again. Ain't no fucking prophecy in the fucking Bible. All right? It's men reenacting the fucking situations in the Bible. People in power. I mean, the shit's dumb. Ain't nobody in the fucking Bible have the Bible. What, ain't that some shit? The whole story of the fucking Bible, ain't nobody even have no Bible. They had to get the commandments. Motherfuckers had to get the commandments. Like, what in the fuck kind of book is this? All these people existed, and then they killed Jesus. He rose for them to sin and all this other shit. And then what? What happened after what? Everybody, they killed. They won. You read the book, you're like, yo, they won. They killed Jesus. And they rule the world now and rule all of God's children. How the fuck does that make any sense? And shit, and human beings got to be destroyed, men, women, and children, every fucking day. Tortured, killed, maimed, burnt in Maui fires. For what? What kind of sick, twisted game is this? Don't even make any fucking sense. So, God, all right, and the book Bible lets the devil reign this much fucking goddamn. I'd say the devil is pretty fucking powerful for Jesus just to come back one day and say, okay, enough's enough. I'm going to send the devil to where he came from, and I'm going to rapture only the people that fuck with me. Look at the fuck Biden sticker in front of me. That's funny. Fuck you for voting, and fuck you for voting for him. I like that. That's blatant as fuck. But anyways, how the fuck does that make any sense with the book? How? I mean, play this sick game all this long, let these psychopaths kill and destroy every fucking thing, destroy sacred cultures, lands, wipe out civilizations and all that shit, completely wipe out civilizations, wipe out nature, GMO fucking God's creation, all the foods, fruits, slaughter all its animals, GMO its fucking animals. Man, this motherfucker, like, I mean, come on, man. Well, this is how it's supposed to be. Man, get out of here with that dumb shit. It doesn't even make sense. Make it make a little bit of sense. Make it make a little bit of sense, because it don't make no sense. Because Jesus playing possum, like the Hebrew Israelites told me in my face, he's going to crack the sky and come through it. I'm like, okay, y'all believe in planets and shit in space? Like, what the fuck? How you crack space and planets and all? I'm trying to figure out what y'all believe in so I can put my understanding and my brain into knowing what the fuck you talking about right now. Because crack what sky? Because you can fly right through the bitch from what I'm looking at. What you got ain't nothing to crack. You know? Can I get a live check again? So, I'm just ranting and roving because, you know. But shout out to all you guys for joining in this morning. You know. All right, thanks, Rick Jane. Thanks, Charles, Ocho, Mike, Cody. Shout out to all you guys and everybody else. You know. But if anybody's in Florida, you know, hope y'all take precautions because these motherfuckers are sick, twisted psychopaths, and who knows what the fuck is up their sleeve. And no problem, Zach. Thanks for the work. Thank you for you provided me with the document to provide to you because I happened to see the document. Well, no, I saw the document, and then I Googled. I just went to Google and I was like, governor signs bill emergency disaster, and it led me. The only thing I could find was a fucking video. So I click on the video. It was Hawaii real estate, and that's when he announced it at the beginning of the video. It's like, okay, I know American. He goes, I know Americans' attention span is lower, is very low, and I really enjoyed that comment. And he the one had put the link under his video, so that's where I got it from. So I actually got it from you, Zach, because I wouldn't have known about him if you didn't talk about him in the video. So I hope you can get in touch with this dude. He seems to be a genuine. Things seem to seem not. I don't know. He seemed to know what the fuck is up. That something is up, and he understands, and it seems like he's kind of fed up with the same type of shit that we all fed up with. So you can get in touch with him or whatever. You know, even you will try to get a hold. I know you are like the fucking magician when it comes to getting a hold of people. And y'all get a hold of this guy and, you know, talk, network, whatever, man. As I sit in front of an electrical truck. I don't know why there's been so many electrical trucks around here on the past few days. And then there's a psychopath that ain't got no patience in the other lane. So, like I said, we all a team. You know what I mean? We're all a team. We all help each other in the fucking... We're one giant Voltron. Everybody has a piece. You know? Everybody has a piece to the puzzle. And, yeah, that's the beauty of everything. But people need to, you know, be aware. But first and foremost, people need to be aware of themselves. Because if there's no self-awareness, then knowing all this information is useless, because if they don't know themselves and put themselves into action first, they'll never put information in front of them in action. It's just words going across the computer screen to them. They see them, they look at them, they know about them now. But are they going to put them into action? 99.9% no. Because they're not within themselves. People that are within themselves put shit to action, do shit, make moves. They want to change. They'll something come up. Yeah, I'm about to do. Everything else comes second. See, with people that just see the information because they haven't went with themselves at first, will think twice about everything. Will have every excuse not to do something. will be too busy to do something. When I know, and a lot of us know, first and foremost is whatever the fuck going on, and we got the ability, the able body to do it, we're there doing it. You know, we're there doing it. You know? We're there doing it. So, you know, that's the difference. So, whatever way spreads that information, truth seekers in Brahmanism too. Just been looking into those religious sects recently myself. I've spammed shit out of the comments. Yeah, I don't know if he'll respond, you know, because, you know, and the other side of this whole thing is, you know, like I said, some shit happened. The best way to cover up their mistake with this new technology is to just say, fuck it. Let the conspiracy theorists run wild. And this guy could be one of those guys. You know, we don't know. We don't know nothing. You know, all we can do is speculate and theorize. But, you know, I mean, that goes back into the whole, you know, I've been on here for how long? I can't get views. Other people been on it. We can't get views. Other people have been suppressed and depressed down into not getting views. And there's people that been propelled up and, you know, they had to do that to social media, you know. I believe it's been like that from, you know, it's like Hollywood. Everybody tries to go to Hollywood, but only a few people make it big, you know. And they can't have people that's relatable on the internet. They have too much power. So, you know, you see people like Beast, Mr. Beast. You be like, how the fuck? How? You know? You know, the people that get big, they can only talk about certain things. You know, there's big channels, but let them start talking about something else, they ain't gonna be a big channel no more. You know, but the real big channels, okay, you know, the super big, the ones you're like, how the hell, how is that even possible to have a following like that? You know, these are children of the elites. You know, these are children of somebody that knows somebody knows somebody. You know, they don't have what? They don't have, you know, they might have a child that ain't good at shit. Like, all right, fuck it. Can we get them on social media doing something? You know, and then boom, they next thing you know, they got 10 million subscribers on the internet. And you're like, who the fuck is this guy? And they're doing the most dumbest shit on the fucking planet. Well, guess what? They're generating income now, generating money. They're a brand. Boom. You know? But let some big, huge channel start talking. They're not going to be big, huge no more. It's like Gavin Syme. Gavin Syme is doing podcasts now. He's just starting. I watched his stream last night. He's got 246,000 subscribers. How many were on his thing? Because he's suppressed. 46 were on the stream. I damn near got more, 31 total on all my platforms right now. 34 now, it says 34. Right now live. And he had 46. It's because, you know, suppression. You know, they'll suppress you when you're, you know, you affect people and shit. You hit that wrong fucking button, you know? You hit that wrong button, you get blacked right out. You know? All it takes. And they have structured social media that way. You know? With all the algorithms and this and that. I think it's been for a long time, you know? When, I don't know. But I used to have 30,000 subscribers on one channel. Got deleted, I got up to like 8, 9. Got deleted. Shit ain't get over 1,000, you know, since. Till this time. Till like 2 years ago. you know, and a lot of other people the same shit, you know, and hey, they don't want knowing that. I don't talk about one thing. I'm not into one thing. It's just a multitude of things, you know. And the thing about it is, shit, you know. But oops, sorry about that. So yeah, again, shout out to all you guys, and yeah, that would be a dope ass a dictionary for the numbers. I think it'll reach a lot of people. You know, I think it'll reach a lot of people. You know, reach a lot of people. That's one book that you can stick anywhere, and honestly, I think that idea of putting it up and let people print it, get it printed and downloaded themselves, and then people can order as many copies as they want. And shit, I'll put them motherfuckers up in stores and shit. You know, it should be like I'll put them in bookstores and stuff like that. I'll put them in all kinds of shit. I'll put them in restaurants, and people will find it. It'd be like leaflets. Be like leaflets. I wish I was as good as it's just I wish I was good at it. But yeah, I'm not that fluent in it. Maybe after the first book is made or some shit, then I can be like, okay, yeah. I could break it down into a smaller reference book. Boom, and disseminate that shit so people can say, like, yo, look at this shit, man. You know? They control us with the numbers. Maybe the fucking way to unspell everybody is with numbers. You know? Shit, is one thing we did learn to do is fucking count. Motherfucker can't read, but they can count. You know? People know, like most people know, they see 33 in the news. They're like, oh shit. They see 9, 6. And what are they doing? You know? But, yeah. I don't know. Oh, because it link it the numerology people will grab that also. That's why I say, it'd be good for just like a well-rounded book on numbers. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. Fucking phone overheated. My bad. My phone overheated. But let me know if I'm back. Just give me a quick thumbs up. Let me know if I'm back. All right, thanks. Yeah, man. I forgot what I was talking about, but shout out to all you guys, and thanks everybody for joining in this Tuesday. Tomorrow's a full moon, and pay attention, and you know, keep the eye on Maui. Keep an eye on Maui. Keep an eye on the mask increase in your neighborhood. Watch the skies because I told people when summer started, I said it'll be the fall before you know it. And here we go already. You know, it's be the fall, and here we go. And they're gonna ramp it up and keep all the propaganda flowing every which way. And we're gonna keep the masses medicated. And another thing is don't take in too much information. You know, because you could have a cognitive overload. It's a real thing. Too much information is not good for you. You know. But yeah, man, those Maui fires really struck a nerve. You know, struck a nerve this AM with me. You know, really did. Um, really did. So, yep. It took it. It really. I got a slight case of ODD. In school, they were like, "Oh, you got, they're like, oh, you got ADD." That's what they always try. ADD. You got ADD. ADD. You can't pay attention in class. Like, what the fuck? Because the shit's boring as fuck. It doesn't. I don't get nothing out of it. What do you mean? What the fuck you talking about? I don't need no fucking. Ain't nothing wrong with me. You know. Then they send me the test and they say, "Oh, he's fine. I guess he's just restless." But here's the prescription if you want to put him on this medication, which was fucking like Ritalin and some other shit. Mom was like, "Fuck no." I was like, "Hell no." And I was already young, and I'm like, "What? I ain't taking no shit." You know, I came into this bitch fucked up. But when I got older, I realized it was another condition, slight condition. Okay, it was called ODD. All right, ODD. That's what I got. And you know what that is? It's called oppositional defiant disorder. All right, oppositional defiant disorder. Now they try to explain it a little different, but I got a slight case of oppositional defiant disorder, right? It's a disorder in a child marked by defiant and disobedient behavior toward authority figures. So I think we all got a case of oppositional defiant disorder. So yeah, I got ODD. All right. And that's what triggered me this morning. And, you know, the cause of oppositional defiant disorder is unknown, but likely involves a combination of genetic and environmental factors. You goddamn right. Look what the fuck they doing to us. Of course we got oppositional defiant disorder. The fuck out of here. I mean, what kind of shit is this? Like, this is my diagnostic right here. This is what I got. All right. It's still froze up. We're still frozen. So yeah, I got a case of ODD, guys, and that is a disorder marked by defiant and disobedient behavior towards authority figures. And I had that all my life. They just misdiagnosed my ass. I ain't got ADD, bitch. You better put an O around that motherfucker. If I would have known this when I was young, I'd be like, yep, I got that. My mom would have co-signed, like, yeah, he definitely has that. Because he don't listen to me. Nope, I don't listen to. I didn't take orders, but I did. I had respect automatically. I came here with that. I came here with automatic respect for my mama. Though I didn't listen to a lot of stuff because I had to figure that shit out on my own. You know, but I had utmost respect. I don't think I cursed in front of my mom until I was like 20 something years old, like 22 or some shit. I just never did. Just thought it was disrespectful. She might have heard me swearing, but I never cursed. Like, might have heard me like outside or on the phone or somewhere, but never like in the presence of her. Just start swearing like for no reason. I just never had that. You know, the reasons I never done drugs too is I had respect for my mama. I couldn't I couldn't deal with myself if I ever thought to myself, it's like, damn, what if I ever did? So I had to go home and my mom see me like smoking weed high or drunk or something. So I never did it. Never wanted to, and I had no desire. So, but yeah, oppositional defiant disorder is a real thing, and I got it. And I think a lot of us have heavy cases of that shit. You know what our medication is? Less authority. You know, you need therapy for your ODD. I said, yeah, you know what it is? Less fucking authority. So put me in an area where there's less authority. Watch how the oppositional defiant disorder just fucking vanishes because there's no authority, because I got authority over myself and I know how to conduct myself as an authoritarian, right, figure, and I know I'm not going to exert my authority over anybody, you know? So, you know. All right, guys, but I got to get up off here, man. I got shit to do, and yeah, man, shout out to all you guys, and thanks for tuning in, and much love, and I'll talk to y'all later.